crochet crowd. Inspire, create, and celebrate. Let's learn something.
Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host, Mikey. Today is the Diamond Dancer Crochet Blanket. We're moving on, and we're going to be doing these side pieces right here in order to make that work. And so when we have our diagram that you'll have, if we go to flip over, we've done the full one now, and we're going to keep flipping, and we're going to do the horizontal half diamond motif. I can tell you though, when we did the full diamond, this is color version number 1. Okay, so there was 2 versions, so we want to make sure that it looks the same. So when you're going to flip through, we have a crochet diagram that's available to you, and it will be puzzling in to give you a flat edge. So when you look at your first square of the 2, or sorry, your first diamond of the 2 that you made, so it's going to match. So this is my version for the full diamond for version number 1. So I'm going to have the same colorway, and so we're only going to create half of it in order to have this make any sense. So this is going to puzzle in so we get a flat edge. We're going to be using the same size hook, same size yarn, and the color sequence will be exactly the same as we're making our project. So let's begin. And we're starting with the first row. And just like before, we need to create a brand new block, and so we need to chain 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to go 4 chain from the hook. So just count it backwards. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get the back hump because it'll look nicer, and double crochet the 4 chains that you will have. So like the other one, it's always in groups of 5. So that has not changed. What has changed though is that this color is now officially done. So just pull up a loop, and I'd recommend, just in case you don't see it, but just get a stitch marker and mark the right side of the project. So just use spare yarn, go around a post. And so when you're looking at that, like we did with the first motifs, this will be the good side facing up, and you can leave this in until you're ready to put things together. It'll prevent you from putting in any motifs upside down. Okay. So if you see this side, this is the right side, this side's the wrong. So this is going to be the end of this color. So let's just trim this yarn now and pull this loop through to lock it. Okay, and that was your first row. So when we go to start the next one, we're going to be starting here. So this is the flat edge that's going to go on the side of the blanket, and we're going to start here, working our way around like a semicircle. Let's begin number 2 with the next color. So number 2 color, in my case it was red, I'm going to join it to the top of the turning chain. So we came across, we went 4 chain from the hook, and we came back. We're going to come into this chain work right here and attach it. Like that. And then chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that will count as that first stitch. Let me just get you a little closer today. And so you're now going to double crochet the next 3 in a row. So when you attached and you did your chain 3, you built up. So I always say build it up. That was a chain 3 to build up. And then this here, you've done the 3, and now we have to come on down. So we have to step down by chaining 3 and attach. So don't go into a space, go right into some chain work. Okay, and just slip stitch. Okay, and now we're going to build out this way, going north, and you're going to chain 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 4 chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you keep filling in your chains. There's going to be a total of 4 of them to fill in. So with the turning chain, and the 4 double crochet, that is your group of 5 that we talked about in video number 1. Okay, and now you're going to attach with a slip stitch to here. Okay, and now you got to build it up, so chain 3 and then double crochet the next here. And because this is the ending, you can just double crochet the remaining 4 that are left. So you don't need to do the builder to come on down. Okay, so technically we would have chained 3 and then slip stitched it, but in this case, for this example, the designer doesn't need us to do that, so we're not going to bother, and we're just going to double crochet into the final turning chain. And that'll be the end of that color. And so you're going to fasten off and move on to the 3rd row next. We're going to get our next color ready. So we ended here, so turn it back around, and you're going to start in the same spot where you started before. Okay, so just follow it straight on up and attach to the top of the chain 3 that you started with before. Attach with a slip stitch and then chain 3. You'll double crochet the 3 that are here. And then chain 3 and connect it with a slip stitch down here. So 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch here. Okay, just let the project naturally turn in your hands, and now you're going to build it outward. So the next 4 in a row, you will do a double crochet. So just come on down. So you're already at the right height for where you finished. So you just double crochet. Okay, and now we do have to build it down. So we're going to chain 3 and slip stitch to the chain work. So I just naturally turned it, so now we have to build it outward. So we're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 4 chain from the hook, come on back. So 1, 2, 3, and double crochet. So you'll have 4 double crochets in a row. So with the turning chain and the 4, that is your 5, a group of 5 that you like to have. Okay, and so now we're going to connect it to the chain work here. Just naturally pull it around. And now you're going to build your way out to the edge. So chain 3 and do the 4 double crochets that you can see. So does this feel familiar to the first video? It should. Just your stopping and startings are different, that's all. Okay, attach to the top of this chain work here. And then chain 3 to build up. And then just double crochet the 4 remaining double crochets that are left. Okay, and then that's the end of this color already. So fasten off, we'll weave in our ends later, and we'll move on to your 4th row next. So to get ready for that, just turn it back to where you had started, and we'll start there again and build it around. Get your next color and attach to the top of the beginning chain 3 that you had started with before, and then chain 3 to build it up, and double crochet the next 3 double crochets in a row. And so the 5th one has to be a chain work, and we have to come on down, so we're going to chain 3 to step down and slip stitch into the chain work. Naturally let the project just turn, so you're now going to just jump on down and crochet the next 4, so double crochet the next 4. And then the 5th one we're going to have to step down, so chain 3 to step down and slip stitch to right here. Okay, we're not done that yet. We're going to do the next 4 down here. And then the 5th one requires us to step down. So we're going to chain 3 and step down. I'm always trying to get 2 strands to wrap that around to get more stable. So now we're going to build it outward. So we're going to chain 7. And then come on back. So you're going to go to the 4th one. So 1, 2, 3, and back hump. And you got 4 in a row. Just naturally let the project turn, and you're going to slip stitch to here. So now you're going to do your stepping up motion like corner to corner going up. So chain up 3 is your first one, and double crochet the next 4 in a row. Slip stitch to the top of the next turning chain, chain 3 to build up, and double crochet the next 4. Okay, so you see your group of 5, slip stitch to the top of the next chain work, chain up 3, and then double crochet the 4 that remain, and then that color's done. Okay, so that was row number 4. Get rid of this color. We'll fasten those in later. And then you're going to reset your project, so just naturally turn it back around, and you're going to start your next one right there. So start your next color, just how you already know how to do it. I'll stick with you today. Attach to the top of the chain 3. And then chain 3 to build up, and double crochet the next 3 double crochets that you have. and then chain 3 will step down. Okay, you're already at the right height. You're going to crochet the next 4 in a row. And then the 5th one requires you to step down. So chain 3 to step down and slip stitch. Okay, double crochet the next 4 in a row. Chain 3 will step you down. Okay, you're already at the right height now, and you'll crochet the next 4. Chain 3 will step you down. And you're going to attach with a slip stitch. And now just naturally turn it, and now we have to build it out. So we're going to chain 7. And then 4 chain from the hook. Okay, just naturally let it turn. Slip stitch it to attach it to the next section. And now we're going to build towards the other side here. So chain 3 will jump you up and double crochet the next 4 in a row. And then slip stitch to the top of the turning, to the chain work there. Chain 3 will build you up and double crochet the next 4 in a row. So I'll stick with you until the end. I think by this point you know what's going on. Slip stitch to move up, chain 3 to build up, and then work your way across. Okay, slip stitch to the top of the chain here, and this is your last box you're putting in, so chain 3 and double crochet the final remaining 4. And that's it for that. We have one more color to get ourselves through, which will take you to row number 6. So just trim your yarn. We'll weave in those later. And turn the project back around here, and we'll do our final number 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one will go in, and then that will be the end for this particular motif. So let's get our color. It's the same one as the first one. Attach it to the first chain work here, and then chain 3 to build up and double crochet the next 3 in a row. And then we have to jump down. So chain 3 to jump down, and slip stitch to the chain work. And now we're just going to continue our way to this point here. So just start double crocheting the next 4 in a row. And chain 3 will step you down. Okay, double crochet the next 4 in a row. Chain 3 will step you down. Double crochet the next 4 in a row. And chain 3 will step you down. Double crochet the next 4 in a row. And chain 3 will step you down. So we still have to build out, so just naturally turn it. So we got to build out 1 more block outward. So chain 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 4 chain from the hook. Just let it naturally turn. Slip stitch to the other side here, and then start building up and making your way up the stairs going to the other side. So chain 3 to build and double crochet the next 4. Okay, slip stitch to the top of the next chain 3. Chain 3 to build again, and double crochet across until you can step up again. Okay, slip stitch, chain 3 to build, and double crochet across. Slip stitch, chain 3 to build, double crochet across. Slip stitch to the next one. Chain 3 and double crochet the remaining 4 that are left. And then this is it for this particular motif. So you're done at this time. So you can fasten off this color. I'll review quickly on how to weave in your ends. And so you'll end up with a nice flat edge on this side, which is part of the outside of your blanket. And so I'll just demonstrate with one of the colors here. So use the same coloring that you're playing with. So if I've got red, make sure I only secure it into the red. So put it through a tapestry needle. Okay, and don't just go between strands, go and split up the plies too. So I'm currently looking at the back side. You do the first pull. I pulled it way too tight, so just make sure that the first pull is not too tight. And then go back and even just weave it through that strand that you're using currently, and that'll really help it get stuck. And then finally the third time. And so then you can safely cut that down to the project. And you'll want to do all your tail ends that way. And this would be then this horizontal half diamond motif, and you need a total of 12 of these in the exact same coloring that you see. I'll see you next time as we move along in our series.